Hey, Shalom, Akim, Shalom, Kal Halal, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakahakudash. Turn this off real quick. Send double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Much peace, love, and salutations to you, Akim, out there pushing the word of sincerity and truth. This is the brother Ariala. And just want to send out a message, man. Hey, we're going to have each other's backs like never before. You know, things are ramping up more and more. And you know what they're doing with the Kool-Aid is, you know, making it to where people are starting to lose their employment. So, you know, us being assembled together, we got to have each other's back, and we have to make sure that we develop that mindset of agape love, that mindset of charity, because there might be situations where, you know, the tide account is starting to get low. You know, multiple brothers are getting hit. You know, we talked about the mindset of preparation and everything like that. But if we're going into this thing with a grudging heart or with a lack of charity for whatever reason, then it's going to make it even more difficult. You know, when you read here in the book of Leviticus, the 19th chapter, and in the 33rd verse, it says, "And if a stranger sojourn with thee in your land, ye shall not vex him. But the stranger that dwelleth with you shall be unto you as one born among you, and thou shalt love him as thyself. For ye were strangers in the land of Egypt, and I am your Lord, your power." So it might be a situation where a brother is down bad because he can't, you know, he lost his employment or whatever. Situations kind of got messed up because he doesn't want to take the Kool-Aid. We need to have a collective mindset of taking care of each other. It might even be a family type of situation as well. But that's something that needs to be discussed. You know, here in the book of Hebrews, the 13th chapter, first verse, it says, "Let brotherly love continue. Be not forgetful to entertain strangers, for thereby some have entertained angels unawares. Remember them that are in bonds as bound with them, and them which suffer adversity as being yourselves also in the body." Okay, so brother down bad, we got to look at it as we down bad too, and to help a bro out, because it's going to get to a point to where a lot of things are going to be going down. So we got to be able to have that coverage. Other people don't have this advantage of, you know, literally you can go to any major city around the U.S. and find a house and find a place to lay your head, or just have a safe place to be, to where you have like minds that got your back, you know. First Corinthians chapter 13 verse 1 says, though I speak with the tongues of men and of angels and have not charity, I am become as sounding brass or a tinkling cymbal." It's just talking noise. If you don't have that charity, you just talking noise. And so when we look up that word charity, you know, as we see is that word agape, Strong's G26, you know, agape, which is affection, goodwill, love, benevolence, brotherly love. Okay, and so we have to maintain that spirit. We have to maintain that spirit as more and more hate starts to come out for the people that don't take the Kool-Aid. More bros and maybe households are getting shaken up with lack of employment and everything like that, you know. Verse 2 says, "And though I have the gift of prophecy and understand all mysteries and all knowledge, and though I have all faith so that I could remove mountains and have not charity, I am nothing." So all the stuff, you know, going on highways and byways and preaching, and you might be able to recite the perfect Hebrew prayers, you know, and everything like that. But if you don't have a mindset of charity, especially when the times is getting hard, you ain't nothing. So we don't want to have that selfish heart. We want to be open to doing whatever we need to do to make sure the body is taken care of. Verse 3 says, "And though I bestow all my goods to feed the poor, and though I give my body to be burned, and have not charity, it profiteth me nothing. Charity suffereth long, and is kind. Charity envieth not. Charity vaunteth it not itself. It is not puffed up." Okay? "Doth not behave itself unseemly. Seeketh not her own. Is not easily provoked. Thinketh no evil." As they talk about free love, you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, you down for whatever. You truly ride or die for the bigger mission and bigger cause. Okay? "Rejoiceth not in iniquity, but rejoiceth in the truth. Beareth all things, believeth all things, hopeth all things, endureth all things. Charity never faileth. But whether there be prophecies, they shall fail. Whether there be tongues, they shall cease. Whether there be knowledge, it shall vanish away. For we know in part, and we prophesy in part. But when that which is perfect is come, then that which is in part shall be done away." Okay? And so we have to be mindful of these things. Okay? We have to be mindful that ultimately it's about the body getting through this thing together. That's what it's about. Okay? When I was a child, I spake as a child. I understood as a child. I thought as a child, but when I came a man, I put away childish things. Okay? So that foresight, that understanding of the complete picture. We come into the maturity of the spirit and understand what needs to be done. We don't think like a child. All right? It says, for now we see through a glass darkly, but then face to face. Now I know in part, but then shall I know even as also I am known. And now abideth faith, hope, charity, these three. But the greatest of these is charity. Maintain a heart that's open to take care of the brothers and sisters that are in need. As things begin to ramp up, we need to make sure we're maintaining a level head and mindset to know that all of these tangible things that we have here are fleeting. We're looking for a new world. And so as we pass these things to each other to make sure we're okay, we don't have a heart of this grudging and groaning for giving and doing what we need to do. Okay? Matthew chapter 25, verse 35. For it says, for I was a hunger and ye gave me meat. I was thirsty and ye gave me drink. I was a stranger and ye took me in. Naked and ye clothed me. I was sick and ye visited me. I was in prison and ye came unto me. Then the righteous answered him, saying, Lord, when saw we thee and hungered and fed thee, or thirsty and gave thee drink? When saw we thee a stranger and took thee in, or naked and clothed thee? Or when saw we thee sick or in prison and came unto thee? And the king shall answer and say unto them, Verily I say unto you, inasmuch as ye have done it unto one of the least of these my brethren, ye have done it unto me. Okay? And so we need to understand that, as we display our love towards one another, it's being recorded. Okay? The Most High is watching all of this. He's got the angels watching. There's a reward for this work. Okay? So be mindful. Be mindful. Okay? All right. Romans chapter 12, verse 9. Let love be without dissimulation. Abhor that which is evil. Cleave to that which is good. Be kindly affectionate one to another with brotherly love and honor, preferring one another. Not slothful in business, fervent in spirit, serving the Lord. Rejoicing in hope. Patient in tribulation. Continuing instant in prayer, distributing to the necessity of saints, given to hospitality. Given to hospitality. Okay? We need to make sure that we're mindful of all of these characteristics, because these letters that was written out to Romans, that was written out to the churches, these things were needful for them to get through a troublesome time. They were under the threat of death, going from house to house, teaching, preaching, raising up people in belief. But there was always a threat of being captured. There was always a threat of something bad happening. So what? They had to have each other's back, no matter what. Sometimes you might feel like a brother's bringing heat to your house, but the heat is already here. The heat is already here, man. So we have to be a covering for one another, man. Proverbs 17:17 says, a friend loveth at all times, and a brother is born for adversity. Born for adversity. More adversity is set to come. We're just getting started. And as these things ramp up, as things start to get cut off for us out here in the world more and more and more, we have to be prepared to take care of each other and have each other's back at the highest level. Okay? So I just wanted to put that out there, man. Call halal Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah Bahashim Rakah HaKodash. Double honors once again to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Much peace, love, and salutations to you Akim out there. Pushing the word sincerity and truth. Shalom.